Paint with Josh before you go, girl. Paint solar. When he paints that sky, my arm hurts from fucking painting because this is really hard now. My arm hurts from fucking painting tonight. Damn it, I missed the words. It's alright, those are round 2 lyrics, second verse. Yes, everybody, welcome to the show. It's gonna be fantastic. It's me and you, and we're gonna have a good time tonight on our second canvas painting of the evening. Now, this one is already pre-sold. You can't get it. It's already gone. You should have been keeping an eye on the old Etsy store. You should have been in the Discord where I posted the link prior, because Mackie Poo went in and grabbed it before any of us could. It's all his. No one else hath right to claim this painting except for Sir Mackie Poo of the Mackie Poo dynasty. Now, all I'm doing is getting our canvas nice and wet with our liquid clear paint, making sure it's just as thick, or just as thin rather, everywhere across the entire thing. Now, I feel like my finger is slippery, so we're gonna wipe this guy off. I figure I'm gonna do a portal painting up here into like a mountain within a seascape everywhere. It's gonna be a crazy painting. So sit back, enjoy the ride, as they say. Let's see. Are we on a big enough canvas for the 14-incher? That's what Matt claims to have, but you know, guys. Let's see. That might actually work. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to go with the 12-incher. The 12-inch seems so small now compared to that 14 or 15-incher that we got. Oh, I almost want to get the big bowl out and do a big, massive portal on this guy. Okay, we'll go portal up here into a waterfall, over some clouds, right? Maybe the water will have to fall out this way. So it might peak over here. And then we'll go seascape at the bottom. Sound good? You guys are ready to rock and roll? This thing is not the most perfectest of circles, which is why I don't want to use it anymore. All right, we're gonna have to squeeze in the bigger one. All right, let's squeeze in this monster. What a monster-sized portal that is. We could fit that. All right, we got that guy, and then we can pop our mountain. We could have some clouds. We can have a waterfall either which way, and then save room for our ocean scene. Right on, right on, right on. Go big or go home, says Mackie Poo. What's happening, Happy Trees Studio? Tanisha Rails back in the comments. Everybody say hi. Please go follow Tanisha. She's one of my besties. She's my bestie, and she lives in Tennessee, if I'm still correct. Last time I saw her, anyway, she was in Tennessee, but she travels to Indiana to teach classes and stuff, and she's really good, guys. So, she does my paintings better than I do, and then goes and teaches them to her students. Go follow Nish. She's awesome. And now let's get in here. And we need to decide what we're going to do for our colors first, right? We don't have any color on the canvas yet. It's just a clear base coat. So we've got to go around it basically with whatever colors we want it to be. Let's mark it about half at the canvas. And then around just over to this guy. All right, so I've got a big square in my mind now from this little piece right here down to the bottom over to about half the canvas that we need to fill with color. All right, and that way when I take it away, I'm not like, oh, what was I doing again? Oh, I remember. Let's come in here and just go crazy for old Mackie Poo. I want to get a little of my crimson-y pink in there, right? So if our big guy was right here, because remember, it was about down to half the canvas. Let's go on this side. Pop a little puff of pink. We're going to have like a multicolored portal over here. Let's get a little of our Indian yellow. A little of the old Indian yellow. We're going to put that right next to our crimson guy. And on his opposite side, going to put him over here too. And again, it's not just in that corner. We're going to let it mix out and around and sort of fill every spot with our color. Let me go back to our crimson. We're going to put our little guy over here. And this is just in case we hit it with our portal. You know what I mean? You have to have some form of color underneath the canvas if we're going to go back and hit it with a portal. This is going to be a pretty one. Now, let's go into, let's go into our greens. We'll go sap green if we can get any. Hello? Hello! Can we get any green out? Or is it all trapped beneath the skin? Ah, there we go. Now we'll be able to access some of it. We don't need a whole lot. That's the thing. You can always get by with just a little bit. Pop a bit of green into this guy. I don't want to go too far over there. That'd be cool. It's almost like you got to choose color. You can pop a bit of green on that side too, just because. Just because why not, right? Why not? It's going to be a multicolored portal. Then let's do a multicolored portal. We'll put a little bit of blue over here and just let those guys mix around, spread out a touch, out into our portal night, right? As long as we got a little bit of color somewhere along some part of our canvas as it mixes out, right? Then it's going to allow us to have, some cool green, blue colored clouds. This is gonna be really neat. Pop some blue in here. We'll have green and bluey clouds. A little bit more of our bluey color underneath. Over there, we'll work it down from our huge mountain scene into our seascape. It's probably gonna be about right there. So, if we've got all that color, and we went blue, let's go to green. I like that. I like that idea a lot. We're gonna have to go to the third 2-inch brush. Go back into our Indian yellow just to light up the eye. Our big old crasher. It's gonna be right there. Big old eye. And then do we have any more to do our sandy bit down here at all? Some sort of something? I think we're gonna have to get more out of the box. Why try to push the limit? Push it to the limit. Right? We're not Karate Kid. What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do over here? We got more paint. Let's get some more out of the old box. Now, this is going to be one trippy colored painting because it's going to be a lot of colors, a lot of places. A little bit of our Indian yellow again down into our sands. We can have like this golden sandy color. Works really well down in the sandy zone. And then let's go like teal, right? If we're doing green and stuff up top, can we get to the teal or does that have skin on it too? It's got some skin on it too, but it's all right. There we go. Peel that sucker right off. And then we got this whole pile of usable paint right there. Now, over to my teal color. Let's rock the teal in down underneath and above just a little bit. Oh, that's going to be a cool color when that comes to fruition. That's going to be neat. A bit down there, over here. And then what color should we have it crashing into? Let's go sap green again. Go back to our sap for our crashing watery color and spray. All right, now, I think we've got the canvas all loaded up with every bit of color in every bit of spot that I can possibly imagine. So, as long as all parts of our canvas are nice and covered up, then we're gonna be playing a really cool game when we get out here with our white and really have some fun. You guys ready? You ready to have some fun? Because I sure am. I sure am, says old Paint with Josh, so I hope you guys are ready. Because let's go have some fun, man. Let's go see what we're going to get up to. Alright, I've got loads of time. Oh, shoot. Only did one. I was like, oh, put the bucket lid on. No, Josh. Remember, we did 3 brushes to set up the undercolors for this painting. So that means we have to wash 3 said brushes from earlier that we had mentioned, the 3 aforementioned brushes. As we get down over here, last one, guys. This one's not so bad. It didn't have all the green and blue. Alright, perfect. Okay. Try these suckers off. We'll be ready to go, my guys and gals, and painting pals. So, tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwich? And we're going to get into something crazy. Just something out of this world nuts. That's what we're about to get into. But you got to tell me where you're watching from. Otherwise, I don't know, I feel all lonely. I feel all lonely and such. All right, we need to get all of our stuff within reach. I'm going to pull this guy a little closer. as you know, with portal paintings, you gotta have everything within reach, because as soon as you put your portal up there, you don't want to take it away. All right, let's get up here with our big old monster. All right, we're gonna put him out there like we had said. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty as it rocks through all these colors. Check this out. We're gonna go yellow through the pinky crimson-y bit. Again, into the yellow side, then into the green, into the blue. Don't let it move. That's the main goal. Don't let it move. And a lot of times, you're going to run out of paint halfway through. So go back, grab some more paint onto our brush. Just a little touch. Don't need a lot. Just a little. Stay in there. Remember, we're going to brush it out anyway. So it doesn't very much matter what it looks like. We're going to go back and brush it, right? You're going to see all these colors. Are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal? Boom! Holy moly! That is a portal, if I've ever seen one. Now watch, we're going to grab all that excess color. We're going to drag it. This is why we had that color kind of spread further than we needed it to spread, because we're going to grip it and rip it. Now, getting up into our other colors, you might have to drag a few times, right? It might not just go on your first run. Might not be enough paint right there for you. Right? Go around it, bang, drag it off. Crazy! Right there, fix that little spot. Drag it out a little further. Awesome, guys. Guyses. My girlses and guyses. Pop that guy out. Drag out, just so we stay bright enough. Dragging it, dragging it, dragging it, dragging it, lining it up. Bang, just like that. Gorgeous. Remember, we're always gonna have something big right here, probably something over there. Gonna have our mountain section, and then our little crashing wave down around the bottom. So stick around if you're in for a good time. You ready for a good time? Because I'm ready for a good time. It's a good time. Let's go in and make this a little bit more. There we go. A little bit more of a completed circle anyway. It doesn't have to be the most perfect thing. When you're doing a portal out in space, or an eclipse, really, it could be shining a little bit more on one side, a little bit less on the other side. You know what I mean. It doesn't all have to be the same. If we drag that guy out a little bit further. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, with the same amount of paint onto our brush, we're going to take this guy in. Let's just say, there's so many colors up there. I don't know, let's pop a little bit right in here. In between the green and the crimson section. Right in between. Now, the green and the crimson are not friends. You do not want to over blend those two together, because they will make a brown. You don't want that up into your sky, okay? Over here, I mean, you could, but not in this kind of, that's more of like a dusky, deserty kind of sky. So a little bit more white paint onto the brush. And then maybe we come down, pop down a little thing into here. Look at all these colors just erupt. Oh, the gorgeousness of all those little things. Little pop of blue. How's he doing that? How's he adding the color without even changing the paint on the brush? Oh my guys, it's already down there. It's the undercolor beneath all this white that lights up and shines just immensely as we rock across it with our cool little clouds. Look at that. There's like 6 different colors in that cloud. That's amazing. Now, let's come over here. Let's get our dark kind of separator. If you've ever seen me do a seascape, you're going to hear me talk about it later. But this is our separation of darkness, right? If we're going to, we have our gorgeous sky, this thing that's happening out here, all these clouds. We need to separate ourselves from the sky with a little bit of land. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to put a mountain in every single scene? No. Of course not. Let's come back in. We'll toss these little sticky trees back in here, right? These little far-off evergreens that are so tightly packed you can't even tell what's what. Just by getting a little of our plaque mix onto our brush. We're going to go up and down and up and down. And how far can you go before your brush starts getting all fat? You know what I mean? It tends to fatten out and it starts becoming less sharp, right? If you want a nice little sharp tip top of your tree, you got to make sure you got enough paint on your brush so it stays nice and sharp throughout our whole journey. What if we came up real high over here, popped in everything else dark underneath it, right? To cut out all that light color. We have all this dark color, pushes our sky all the way backwards, right? Then we can come in with our 2-inch brush, grab it, flatten it down. Just want you guys to know, I cannot see one single thing that I'm doing. Like from right here, the glare of the lights and into my eyes, I can't see. I hope it looks good. I can't even see it from here. I have to be like right here. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Hey, don't look at my bald spot that you wish was there. Haters. Let's come back over here. We're gonna grab this and pull it down just by dabbing on it and just making it a little softer. That way we can pop in something else beneath it and not have to worry about all that thick, crazy dark paint, right? Gorgeous, a little bit of softness. If you wanted to add some color, say you're like, well, I can't see anything. What if we took a bit of white and came right through all that stuff, right, that we just softened out, create a whole new little cloud back here. How are you gonna do that? Well, you're gonna push on it a bit harder because there's much less paint and it's a lot darker because it's mixing in with that plaque. Look at that cloud, instantly. Don't even have to do a thing. Guys, gals, we can do it, honestly. If I can do it, you can sure as heck do it. Because there's nothing special that old ugly Paint with Josh is doing that you're not, right? I'm telling you right now. Let's come out here, grab a little bit of our white paint, and let's say, yeah, we come out this way, we hit, we turn, then we fall. All right, so let's go back here, real fine little lines, staying real flat. We don't go down very far, right? The lines are very flat. They're not angled down this way. It's not even a 45. They're literally straight across, just drop down, drop down, drop down each time. Right? So there's a little one, then a little bit longer one, then a little bit longer one, then a little bit longer one, only dropping down the width of this brush. What's that, 1/8 of an inch, maybe? 1/8? Very flat, okay? Now, we'd get over to this spot, and I would say there's probably a little mini waterfall that falls down right there, just because we got a little bit of space. All right, we'll drop it off. We don't want it to be very thick. We want it to be very far away, very small. And then underneath it, remember, you got to leave yourself room to do some splashies and stuff. So we'll come down underneath here, splash it up into our thing. We're going to go mush that out. And then underneath that guy, just about another 1/8 of an inch. We're going to start very small and then get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as we get towards the edge of our portal, as our water starts rolling its way out towards us. Right? And that's with no paint on the brush. Barely any at all. We can always come back in and brighten up certain bits, skip little areas, right? Not every piece has to all be the same. It's gonna roll out, it's gonna fall right over. We're gonna need a bigger brush for that. We're gonna bring out the big old honker. The big old, at least the biggest Gack Doctor one that we've got anyway. We're gonna come over here, wiggle it down, and then we're gonna roll over to the side and down. You see how I didn't start right down here at the bottom? I wasn't like, okay, let's wiggle right down and off the edge. Come up to the, right where your water's flat, you know what I mean? Over to the side, down. Doesn't have to be perfect each time. Not at all. Let's go back in here, grab a little bit more of our white onto the brush. Again, over to the side, down, maybe one more. Right, falling down, falling down. The more that you mess with it, the more our little breaky poos are gonna not be broken anymore, right? And then we get to decide what it looks like. Again, it's all gonna come down into this monstrous cloud. It's basically gonna catch all of our water that's falling out of our one scene, right? We're gonna have this whole big thing. It's gonna grow into this huge thing, and our mountain's gonna cut in front of that. So, you don't have to worry about too much, guys, right? We don't wanna get too far down. Someone's gonna look at this and go, what is he painting? What is going on? All right, we're gonna take these guys and go straight to the side. Literally flattening them out, kind of extending it a little bit, just a little touch. Very flat, right? Very flat. Now let's come up here. Let's say, gotta have some green grass. Let's go with our sap green and our cad yellow, and then we're gonna come back here. I'm gonna show you how to load it, right? We're not pulling it down, we're actually pushing up into it. Right, that's gonna load our brush real close onto the end. So maybe I can't see a thing, but maybe I hope at least that the grass doesn't start touching our river down there before it should. Okay, there we go, gorgeous. Look at all that sweet bit of fog. Now I'm gonna come back here to the tip. We're gonna work it back again, just tapping it in, come back just the tip, and then tap it back in. And then again, working it back. I can't see. All right, I need to be able to see just a little bit. There we go. We want to bring our grass all the way down just to where we've got this little dark bit, right? Gotta have a little darkness right down there at the base of our grass, right where the water comes and cuts in. Now, we could change our angle and come down, right? Filling in one more little spot back in here. All of a sudden, we got a little bigger section of grass in the back. All up to how we want it to look, guys. A little bit more of our sap green, a little bit more of our cadmium yeller. And let's come over to this side. We got to cut in front of our river and then stay real close. You don't want to leave any gap on this side of our river, right? We'd have to be on that side of the bank looking back at us in order to see any gap there, right? What if this guy kind of falls over? Just a little touch, a couple little bits, right? Not everything has to be just perfect. What if we get another one to drop down? Little things, little bits, right? But we don't want everyone to drop down like that. So let's come back in. We'll roll in a whole new little piece of land, starting from the side, ending out here. Now we're leaving this little dark area on this side of our river so we can see that the river is sunk down. You know what I mean? We get to pick, guys, what it looks like. Boom, 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 boom. Little bits of grass falling over the edge. Now remember, we need to go back, probably grab a clean brush, and mix up our little misty, foggy area right here. Just a little misty poo. Leaving that small little line of darkness right there. Little line of darkness right there. Okay? And take our brush that's got all this light. Leaving that small little line of darkness right there. Little line of darkness right there. Okay? And take our brush that's got all this light. Plop in a whole big massive something or other as we get down there, right? You get a little bit more of my white, a little bit more of my yellow, a little tiny touch of the green, and then we can come back in and brighten this guy up. Right? How do we want him to look? How was it looking before? Up to us now. Go back in and change it. Just dropping in little bits. Not every piece has to be exactly the same. Right? But not everyone needs to have like rows in it. You can leave one little gap because there's not all just fresh green grass everywhere, right? You're going to have places that have it where you've got dead spots and all sorts of other stuff. It just lets the dirt from underneath the grass show through. Look at that little bright area in there. Woo, baby, I like it. Right? And you like it so much that you want to do it to the whole rest of your grass, but don't. Even though, as I just did, don't. Because then it's not going to look different anymore. You know what I mean? A little bit more of our yellow. Let's come down here because I know, ooh, that's a lot of crimson. How the hell did that get on the brush like that? That would have been grassostrophic. Didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. We're gonna hit the drawing board. We'll be back. We'll be back from that one. Let me come in and brighten this guy up now just a little bit. Little things happen in that little bit of brighter color, right? Oh yes. Staying inside the portal because we don't want to go out. Not out. Now we're gonna come in here. Let's mix up. Do you guys think that there's enough paint in this pile right here and on this brush to create at least one Paint with Josh tree? Do you believe in your heart of hearts, your heart of art, that there's enough paint? Yes, Jess says yes. Tyler says yes. Aroma Frequency says, wow. Carlos says, I believe. Okay, let's bring down then, if we're all in disbelief that it's not going to work. No, I'm just kidding. Let's bring this guy. We're going to come straight out from here. And I want to have him be on an angle too. So we're going to bring it down. He's going to be like this weird old saggy tree like I got outside my house. It's going to droop down, right? Just from coming outside of the portal and inside and then outside again, that makes this tree come straight to the front. Now, we're going to come up here. We're going to dab on little baby bits, right? We're going to pretend like this big old tree is just blowing in the wind or something. It's a leaner. He's a leaner. Do we have enough paint, though, is the question. You guys all said yes. I was skeptical. But it turns out you guys were right again. Once again, the fans were right. Chalk one up to you guys on the leaderboard. Because that's enough paint for a tree right there. I love the lean. He's like, just falling out the side. Now we do. Do we have enough, guys, in that little pile to make another tree, a little bit smaller, maybe coming down right here. Little guy right there, right in the center of our grass. Do we have enough paint in our pile right here? Or, oh, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Don't do that, Josh. Damn it, won't do it anymore. Nothing I have works. So, do we have enough paint, guys? Let's see. It's a duck call. Doug says no. Let's see. Deb says no. It's a close one, says Carlos. I know. Sister of witches. Oh, she's somebody. She's a sister of a witch. Get her sister. Let's come over here. Let's see if we've got enough paint. I don't think so, but we're going to try for a little guy right back here. Boom. I'm going to make sure this guy's got a little trunk on him, too, because I love the trunk. Now, remember, there's not a lot of paint there. The brush is loaded, but let's see. Not as loaded as me. Hey-o! Ouch! About crunched over his trunk. I'm so used to not painting them with a trunk that I forget the little trunky bits. Look at that little guy right there, right? Now we're going to come down back into our little bit of yellowy, greeny, grassy poo and start tapping in around the base of our guy, kind of sealing him inside the grass, right? Some of the times you can let the grass kind of grow up and around him. Makes it look kind of cool. Like he's just been there for a long old time. Now I say we plop in a bush and a bush, and we definitely don't have enough paint to do that, guys. So let's mix up our 3-color mix. What are the 3 colors that we need in order to make Paint with Josh Black? The deepest, the darkest, the most amazingest of all colors known to mankind. Try to see how low my voice will go. It's pretty low, but I need a microphone. I need a mic to really amp it up, right? Oh, these little trees. The BBC says Maddie. Airy Fairy knows. Let's see. Carlos. Thank you, Rosie. Appreciate it. Denise knows. Wanda knows. Go with the flows knows. Go with the flows knows. That's your nose. Right here. Okay, why don't we come back with our bushy brush now. All right, what's a bushy brush? I don't know. A big, ugly, round, disgusting looking brush that we can come and make some bushes with, right? So we're going to go right into the fattest part of our paint. Plop, right in there. Get all that texture, and that way we can come in here and start. You hear that? It's literally like a plunger. It's like that was a bad. That didn't sound very good. That was a bad impression of a plunger anyway. But you can literally hear the goopiness of the paint. Is what I mean, right? That's what we need. Is all that goopiness. The goopy goopsters. Dude, how many grass brushes do I have? Let's come out here and mix this guy up. As we come and grip onto our clouds now, coming up into and grabbing some of our waterfall, because you can't just have it all down there, right? The more we mix, the bigger it's gonna get. So we've got to decide, maybe let's let it grow down a little bit more, get a little darker. The less and less and less we actually touch the canvas, the less paint will actually be on there, right? Now, let's come back and grab this other guy, and we start mixing him up, and grip it and roll it, right? Grabbing some of that stuff. It doesn't need to be a full, complete, side-to-side cloud, remember, because we're going to have a big old mountain down underneath it. We just want it to be there, because what if our mountain peak didn't actually catch all of it right there? There we go. Little touch, just in case our mountain didn't get every single piece of the cloud. We can add a little bit more onto that side. Blend it out. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now let's go back to our bushy brush since our little waterfall bit's done. Come out here, hang it over our clouds, right? So you drop them down, out over the waterfall just a little, so the water has to push its way through those little bits. These guys we can hang down as far as they want, right? They might get cut off by our mountain, but who knows? They might survive. Come out here, same thing, kind of over into the waterfall a little bit, and then dangle it down however far you want it to go. Oh, so cool. So cool. All right, now let's get back over here and let's highlight these trees just real quick because we got 2 more scenes to paint We get a little of our red, a little of our yellow, a little of our Indian yellow, and a little of our liquid white. Without the liquid white, no dice, man. It doesn't work. A little of this guy. And let's pop on some highlights. Let's go on to our top, our right side first. We'll come off our guy, popping it in. Can't see a single thing. And I don't have enough liquid white, so it's not coming off my brush, but that's okay. We've got enough over here in the jar, we've just got to get it out. Let's see. Now, you guys got to let me know where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwiches? And have a grand old time. Plus, you're going to have to help Matt come up with a name for this painting, because you know the rules when you buy a Paint with Josh painting during the live show, or even previous to the live show like Mac did. Then you have to come up with the title for your painting. Or at least the fans can help you out. That's what normally happens. Get the fans in there to help you out and get you all ready to go. I'm going to wipe off all that beautiful color because there wasn't enough liquid white on it. With our liquid white on it, it comes off of our brush very easily. All right, we'll come back in here. There we go. So tapping it as it goes down. This guy's at that weird little angle, so tapping on our highlights first, which looks odd, right? But we can always go back in and cover it with our shadows, the ones that we don't want to see anyway. Over there, one more little bit. Do our highlights on this guy, and then do our shadowy side. Again, this is why we like doing the shadows first. I like messing around with the highlights too much. There we go. A couple little bits. Wipe our brush off. Back into our kind of sap green with the liquid white mix on it. We'll come back here and tap off a couple little greeny bits. Not trying to cover up all of our plaque though. That'd be a bad deal. Don't want to do that. Cover up all the plaque bits, and then we're not going to have any depth in our tree. Right? If we don't have any depth in our tree, then what the hell are we doing? We're just painting flat trees out here. Flat stand trees. Like flat Stanleys. Nobody? Thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Let's come over here onto this guy. Put a little bit of our green off, and then I'm going to go down. I love this like blowing tree angle of this guy. So coming in, tapping off, popping our little bits. Bits of brightness. Go back over into our shadows. Oh, there it is. That's the one I didn't like from before. Perfect. Guys, gals, painting pals. It's all about how we angle the brush and how it contacts the canvas. That's for sure. It's not a random thing, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. What are we missing in this back guy? I wanted a little bit more of our... After I got the brush all cleaned up, I wanted a little more of my highlight color back there, just because there's a few spots that look like they need it. Bink! A couple little bits. A little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. Ah, perfect. Where she goes, perfect. Oh, man. Okay, we got that guy. Let's get off onto our bush highlights, then we'll get into our mountain. And it's already been an amazing show, and we're not even 2/3 of the way done. Alright, let's go into our brighter colors, because we got the greens, we got the oranges. Let's go a little of our yellow. A couple little yellow babies. Just a few little baby bits. As they're hanging off, I know I wanted to get a bit of red, or a bit of our crimson-y color as well. And those are our shadowy bit guys. Oh, yes. A little deeper, darker action. And then if we wanted to brighten them up, we'll just get a bit of our white. A little touch of our white. Work it into our little guy. Right, we could even use this as our opposite side. Put these little touches on. Where do you want to have your bright spots and your dark spots? You gotta let us know. You know what I mean? You're the painterist out here. We're just the ones looking at it. Pop, 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 pop. That's a cool looking bush right there. The light side, the dark side. Bang, bang, bang. Kiss, kiss, bang, bang, they say. There we go. Remember not to cover up all of your dark. You don't want to do that. And then your brush is going to get overly loaded full of paint as well. So you got to make sure you clean that sucker out every once in a while. Otherwise, we're going to have overly loaded with color, and then it won't be able to pick up any new color. All right, let me try to find this. That was fast. Didn't have to look for that long at all. Right there, guys. I love this purple color from Meaden. It's called Brilliant Purple. Gorgeous color, and it's already super wet, so it comes off of our brush very easily. Tap it on. A couple little bits. Little different things. Take a step back and take a look, right? Not every bit has to be fully covered. Leave some deep, dark areas in there. It looks really cool. Really, really, really cool, guys. All right, now let's throw a mountain down on this bad boy. Have you ever seen a Paint with Josh mountain? Because you're in luck. We're about to launch one down onto our canvas with your help. I need your help, though, in order for me to do it, because I forget. Done so many. How could you possibly forget, Josh? I know. But I forget. And I need your help. What colors are those colors that we mix up in order to make a mountain? Do you remember that, at least? Because I think I forgot that part too, guys. God, we've already blasted through so many brushes. Whew! What are the 3 colors that we're going to need to get more out of the box to make up this enormous pile of Paint with Josh plaque? What are the 3 colors that we need? You gotta know them. You can tell me. I'm your painting pal. I'm your friend. I won't laugh if you get them wrong, I swear. Because not everybody knows. Not everybody knows, right? Like 495, or 498, I don't even know how many followers we're almost to 500,000. 494.8? Something? I forget the number all the time. Okay, let's make up an enormous pile of plaque. Come in here with our knife, and then, let's see, our mountain's not going to be as big as I had foretold, because I want to have our splashing wave in there too, you know what I mean? So we're going to pop off a few little bits, little humps and bumps, scraping up paint off of our mountain, using it to make more mountain, right? We get to decide, guys. Slide that guy off, right? We get to choose what it looks like. Now, we've got to come back in with one of our brushes again. One of our little 1-inchers, and we'll grab that guy and start to slide it outward. Now remember, we don't want to go down too far to here, because that's where our ocean is going to start. And this paint, you know it, it already wants to grow like crazy. Plus we got to put the mist in, so leave a little area of blank, okay? Now let's say these guys were flowing down this way, but perhaps this guy cut in front. Right? And he was flowing off this side. He had a whole little ridge come out over here. Right? So he was down and he was over. We had these guys like this. This guy's over there, right? You got to see it in your brain before you go and do nothing. Like over here. Very vertical, about half the peak. And then let's come over here too. Very vertical streaks right here. Cut them all to the very side. I'm talking about straight across. So it's just a sheer drop down into the bowels of Davy Jones's locker. Ha 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 ha, mateys. I always do my pirate laugh and it makes my daughter laugh. Like, I'm here for the booty. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why it makes her laugh so much, but her laughing makes me laugh. So maybe me laughing will make you guys laugh. And then you'll have a better day. Look at that freaking mountain out there, bruv. Bruv, as the kids say. Let's grab a little bit. Remember, did I tell you to tune in? Forget I said anything. Forget I even mentioned it. Because I didn't. I didn't say a thing. Did I tell you, though, to tune into my show and ask me to flip a knife or a brush, and I'd never drop that brush? Because I never drop a brush during the live show. I'll tell you right now. Ask me 1,000,000 times. It's never happened. Ooh, we still didn't drop it, so tune into the old Paint with Josh show and make sure you ask me to flip a brush any which way you possibly can because we'll never drop it. I guarantee it. Guarantee. So, tune in now. Ow, that hurts so bad. Oh, it came down like straight point into my finger. But I still caught it, so tune into my show right now. I'm going to go get a Band-Aid. Tell me that's not going to be the funniest promo video you've ever seen. Oh, man. Never, ever. But I did stab the living poo right out of that fat part of my finger. It seriously, it came down just perfectly and just yoink right into it. Perfect. Okay, let's get out here. I love doing promo videos. Hey, Mac, please remind me that I did that flippy promo during your painting, because I took way too long trying to find the other one on my own, which was on Tyler's painting, I think. So I do so many shows, and then I forget where the funny parts are or what I want to clip out of each show as I'm doing it. You know what I mean? It's a mess. So, Mac, just remind me to clip the bit from your painting. That's all I need to know. Clip the bit. Clip the flip bit. Say, put it in the mods group. Go clip the flip bit. Say that 5 times fast. From my painting. And then I'll remember. Okay, let's get out here. We need our knife. I don't know why I put it away. Probably because it just stabbed the living H out of me. And we're going to come over here, grab a bit of our white, a bit of our blue. We're going to mix it up into our freshly cleaned up area right here. And you can see it's a very sky blue color. Just the most gorgeousest of sky blue days. But we don't want that. We want a little deep and darker. So we take our plaque mix, we work it into there. Now, obviously, you don't want to take all of your plaque mix and work it in. And you don't want to take too much of it because it'll make our paint dark, too dark, right? You want it to be at least a little touch bright. Just a touch. A little toucherooski, right? And then we'll go over here and grab up a bit of our white paint, a bit of that blue paint that we made, and then create a much brighter version of that same blue paint. All right, and that's going to act as our highlights. Gonna be gorgeous. Now we've got our white snow, we've got our shadows, and if we need it, we've got our mountain mixture that we created our mountain out of. So we'll wipe our mountain off. Let's say we go into our shadows first. Coming off the back side, let's go straight up onto our little cliff, and remember, we did this guy a little differently. Just whip it down, baby. Let it grip. I think we had those straight up things. Bang, right down there, there, there. How lightly can you touch it? You got all these crazy little bits just going bananas. All right, that guy, that guy, that guy. It's actually supposed to be white, but it's no big deal. Over here, catching all that shadowy area, right? Off the back side of our little guy. Casting out, and he's way up here. Maybe you get skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and skinnier all the way down. You can catch whatever light you want to catch. I can catch whatever light I want to catch. We can bring down all these little bits, right? Then we'll go back over them and light them up with white in the places where we really want them to shine. Okay, let's take that lighter color white that we had, and let's come off of this guy. We're just going to go straight down, right over most of those little blue bits. Not all of them, right? Not all the way perfectly straight. Nothing ever has to be perfectly straight. This guy, remember, is a very flat little hill out there. It's like oh, it looks like Superman's Fortress of Solitude, like a little pathway back to the fortress. I bring that guy real flat. We've never done one so flat. Oh, that's cool. Come off the back side of that guy with some blue. Right, just a little touch, a little bit. Sliding down at different angles. We come up and really get a bit of our blue right in there to stick out. Drag that guy down. I love this. I don't want to cover that up. You almost have to, but I don't want to. I'm going to wiggle it just a little. There we go. Just a little touch. There. Now it's just an exposed piece of rock. As we come out and jut out around the mouth of our cave, opening in the distance that nobody in their right mind would want to enter at all costs. I'm sorry. I have the worst possible accents in show history. There we go. A little bit of our white right on the top. And our blue off to the side. Bang, catching all this little bit of light, walking our way up to our little thing back there, looking really cool. Maybe we got a little touch off the back side of this guy, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab on and launch down. How do you want your little mountain section to look, right? We get to decide. We choose, nobody else. Nobody done chooseth what my mountain is gonna look like, except for me, right? Only I'm allowed to pick what it's gonna say, how it looks, what I say goes, you know what I mean? Like, this is where it is, that's where everything has to be, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 that's what it is. And everyone else just has to deal with it, because it's my mountain, right? It's the same when you paint your mountain. Now remember, when we're doing seascapes, we can bring our mountain all the way to the edge, because we don't have a big tree that's gonna come in and have to soften it down, right? Let's take this guy, let's take him all the way out, lining him up down here, and that's about as long as we can go, guys. That's a cool mountain, though, if you ask me. Mac, what do you think of this guy? That's a neat little mountain, if you ask me. These guys line up and be like a little opening into a window into the future. Or whatever. A little cave here and there. Ah, gorgeous. Just gorgeous. A little bit more of our bluey, shadowy bit. What do you think, Mac? Window to the future. That can't be the title. We're gonna go a little crazier on our angles. Pop! Just like that. Dragging it around. Maybe we got a little touch of light right off the edge, right? You never know until you get it out there. Now, the only thing is we can't have it all be looking exactly the same. So you can't have light and shadows everywhere. But maybe you can have some right in here just to change the angle of our crazy old shape mountain, right? Oh, look at that, dude. Like an evil, you know, a super villain lives back in that little thing back there. Telling you, on me, bro. It's cool. All right, now, let's go back in. Now, how are you going to soften down a mountain that's very flat without going down too far and ruining all of your color down here? Carefully. That's how you're going to do it. Very, very carefully. See, we're dragging pretty much straight sideways on those guys. Up here, very light. Over here, very light. Not everything has to be touched, my friends. And it feels good, but come on. Boom! You ever seen me drop a brush during a live show? Maybe we'll do 2 promos during the Mac painting. Hey guys, have you ever seen me drop a brush during a live show? No, because it doesn't happen. Even when I'm looking directly at you and catching it in my mouth. Still didn't drop it. But in any case, tune in to my show. Ask me to flip a brush, and I'll tell you that it doesn't make a difference because it won't hit the floor. So, tune in now. Damn it! Isn't that whole thing running? Boo. Boo this man. Oh, you guys. You guys. All right, let's come in here and we'll tap this thing out. Maybe I'll cut that bit out of something. I don't know. We could still use it. We're going to come in just very lightly along this frontals of this guy right here. Tapping out that very straight line. Like I always tell you, never do a straight line unless you're doing like a ledge. Dude, we could like... Oh, man, I can see a new mountain for my next painting, right? Have this flat spot, and then we drop straight down, and we'll have like a whole nother section of mountain down underneath with these like walls. An ice wall. Oh, I see it. Okay. Tapping in here very lightly. All right, and then we can come in and just go side to side instead of mixing up our circles because we don't want to get it too crazy. Over here we can mix a little. We can mix it up a touch. We don't want it to get too nuts and have any of that light color grow too far down into our water, right? Now, speaking of water, you're like, Josh, what are you talking about, water? I see no such thing. And I'm like, well, if you grab a bit of white paint onto your brush and you were to come out here with our old maul stick, who knows the name? We should actually probably give this thing a name, shouldn't we? Shouldn't it have a name? Like Slappy? Or, I don't know. What should we call it? Anybody? Paint on my forehead from yesterday. It's probably a bad idea. There might probably actually be... No? Anybody have a nickname for the old maul stick? Schlapstick, the nun stick. Molly, like Paulie, like Molly Shaw over here. Let's come out like this. And let's drop down right above the eye of our wave. Let's go like this and go just a little bit, right? Bang. Adding that, ooh, now it looks like holy shaving cream, you guys. Looks like a ledge of ice that's like out over and the water's like chewing it away from underneath. Very cool. Let's come over here and grab this guy up like this. Over to the side, we're gonna make a long old triangle. Just a little old triangle. You can already see our land or our water start creeping in. And I've got one brush that I can use. Guys, I need to go clean some brushes. So you need to tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwiches? While I clean these brushes and stop dropping them all over my floor, it would be great. I don't do that during my live shows. I've never, ever once dropped a brush during the live show. All right, guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? All right, where are you guys watching from? What's your favorite sandwiches? Man, I am out of Dr. Pepper. Completely. What the hell's calling me? What's up, Barrett? I'm in the middle of a show, bub. Then she just hangs up. Not like, she goes, oh, sorry. Click. Bye, Dad. No, love you, no nothing. Just bye, Dad. Alright. Cool. And don't make fun of my ringtone, okay? It's the loudest ringtone I could find 10 years ago when I got that ringtone. And it wakes you straight up out of a nap. So, don't talk crap. I almost want to do a song parody called What Does the Josh Say? Because you guys know I have all those crazy sound effects. Like, like, something like that. Maybe I'll do a What Does the Josh Say? What do you guys think on those lyrics? Yes, I have the ringtone What Does the Fox Say? Okay, but I've had it for like 10 years, maybe more than that. And we used to run a private jet company, and you could get a call whenever. You could literally go to sleep, and 2 hours later, call comes in, you have to be down at the airport, right? And so I needed the loudest ringtone I could possibly get, and that was it. But yeah, what does the Josh say? Wouldn't that be so funny? What does the Josh say? Like, that'd be freaking hilarious. Boom! Bow! Like all these funny words. It would be so funny. In my opinion, anyway. Alright, let's get back in here. We gotta wash off just 3 more little fan brushes. And we'll be all set-a-rooski, guys. So, in just a second. We'll be right there. Just a hot second. On a hot summer night, says Richard Marx. What's your favorite Richard Marx song? That's a good question. Your favorite Richard Marx mega hit? Is it Hold On to the Night? No? I mean, it's gotta be, what's that one? The most popular one. Oh, I'm eating it right now. Wherever you go, whatever you do. Right here? It's right here. Right here by Richard Marx. Right here, final answer. Is that the right song? What's a Richard Marx? You guys are assholes. I'd like to see that parody. I will make a parody of my own ringtone. All right, let's come over here. Got one more big old brush since you guys keep distracting me. Not my fault. Your guys' fault. Okay. Now we're gonna rock through this seascape like you've never seen before. Something so fast and so quick. I can't even keep a straight face. Can't even keep a straight face. Where's my paint? Let's go. Let's go, everybody. You're gonna come down here, a little bit of my white. Watch this. Let's throw a little mustache, a little stashy poo. He's like the Monopoly man with a little stashy poo out here. Little thing, remember, none of this matters. It's all background crap, right? It's all just stuff to look at. We're not really focusing on any one such thing out there in the distance, except for maybe that little peak right there, right? Then we're gonna come back and load up our bigger brush again. How many times do we gotta clean it and load it, they say? Well, shit, when you're doing a portal painting, a lot of times. Now we're gonna come back in right over the top of our color, our eye, and just whoosh. Holy shaving cream! Take this guy and start sliding it back. And as we slide it back with a SCHL, slide it back, starts to look more and more and more like water, especially if you leave a little bit of dark separator underneath there, right? And come back in, a little bit more paint onto our brush and roll this sucker up into our mist and over and down. And we can take our brush, kind of touch it, roll 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 it. Keep them waves a-rolling, Paint with Josh. It's on the verge. We need new lyrics for it, but on the verge of such a thing, right? Come down here like this. Boom, 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 boom. Now we got our little guy. He's flying over the edge. He's gonna be a monster crasher. We're gonna take our brush over here, turn it to the side, and then flip it off to the edge. Right? Of course, we need enough paint on the stinker in order to make it bright. And now we've created a little spot that we keep coming back to. Do we know what that spot's called? Do you know what that little spot? Not that spot, ladies. The little spot right here. It's called our pivot point, because we come back to it like a center of a clock. We roll it out, and then put this guy right in the front by just adding a little bit more paint to him, brightening him up just a touch. Right, well that guy's gonna come down and hit Curse Plunge all over the place. Boom! Right, the further we go, the longer we can streak upwards, and we don't want to put any of that green into the eye of our wave, that's for sure, right? We want to wipe our brush off clean, go back in, get some white paint, come up into here, and launch it down, right? How much white do you want to put up in there? That's up to you, madam or sir. You get to decide that. That's not a determined thing. I don't get to tell you how much you get to put up there. Oh, look at how close we can get. That's the secret, right? How close can you possibly get to that bit of wave without letting it touch, for sake, right? How stinking close can we possibly be? And then the whole rest of this thing, we just kind of mush up a little bit, let it get softer and softer and softer. We don't want it to go down too far because we have to roll up into it, right? And that's where our little guy comes back in. We go back, we get a little bit more of the white paint onto our brush, load it into here, and let's say our wave kind of gripped on and went rolled right down, right? Come up next to him, roll it down, but ending in the same spot. Next to him, roll it down to the same damn spot. All you gotta do, my guys and gals, listen to your boy and have some fun, right? That's all we gotta do. Whoosh, a little bit of water, right? Are you kidding me? There we go. Boom. Are we back? Stupid thing. I hate that dumb thing. It's like, you've been on for a long time. Are you still there or are you asleep? Like, no, I'm still here. We're We're on the screen, literally in front of you, still here. So, fabulous, guys. A little bit of white, turn it into some water, right? Now we're gonna roll up into that eye of our wave with just a little touch onto our brush. A little bit of paint. We're gonna start coming out here. We're gonna start making smaller and smaller circles. The more tighter we get in, the tighter little circle that we make. We start rocketing it back first before it goes up. Rolling up in there. Come out, drag this guy a little bit further. At least that's what I like to do. Drag it down, drag it down, drag it down. How far do we want to go? Bang, right? Wrap that sucker around, baby! Boom! Now, we're obviously going to go back over this thing and soften it with our 1-inch brush. But you can grab some of these guys and drag them up into your eyeball, right? Just make sure they're on that same level so they spread out a little bit more. We don't want it to get too crazy over here, guys, right? Crazy boys. And we're going to come over here. What movie is that from? Lift that guy down just a little bit. Brighten up that little section. Toss it off to the back. Soften these little guys down. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Bang, where's that TikTok sound where it's like, this is a work of It's like, it says art, but it says it very strangely. All right, now we're going to come out here and grab a little bit more of our white paint. I'm going to go about blank inches underneath our foamy bit to light up our sand. So, how many inches underneath our little foamy section are we going to put our paint and then just drag it down? Right, leaving a little spot of darkness that's only about blank inches big. I tell you all the time, so I don't want to hear no nonsense that you don't know, because I know that you know. So what am I asking? Spot, that's right. The little spot. Carrie Neal knows, about a 1/4 inch. You're 100% correct. Right, now we're going to go back in with our 2-inch brush, and we're gonna go down to the side and then back in, right? And we're gonna do it a lot of times, like lots of pressure, lots of reps, right? We go over and over. You ever been to the gym? You know what reps are? Repetitions. Over and 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 over. Now, doesn't that look like sand? Oh, so gorgeous. Doesn't that just look like sand to you? Super hard. Reps, sets, and rest. Sure don't, says Ari. That's right, because I told you we had to pull it away from the wave with a lot of pressure. And we pull all those vertical streaks, turning them into horizontally streaks. Pow, baby. Push pash, taking a bath. Ah! So, what do we do from here on out, guys? What do we do? Doesn't that, I mean, it looks a lot more like sand now, right? But we have to what? We have to go right over there? No, that's not what we have to do. First thing, let's come back in here and add a little bit more white. We're going to swipe it away just a little bit. And now we're going to start to feed, God, I got an itch right on my bridge of my nosers. Back in here, we're going to feed it in just until we have this very small, little dark separator right back over there. All right, now we may have to go back in again one more time and add that bit of brightness just from taking these little guys and flicking them up into the wave. A little flick, a little slap. A little here, a little softening. We go through, and then we go up into our wavy waves, softening everything down. Now it looks as though we need just a bit more of our whiteness into our sand, and that's not even enough. I want it to be glowing. Just glowing like a bride on her wedding day. Just glowing, just like that. Oh, yes! Whoo, bitch! That looks nice. That looks nice. Yes, I said a B word. Wow, thank you for that. Yes, I can swear. It's late enough. I'm like, ooh, you little stinker. That's my swear words. Somebody was like, they're like, why does this guy talk to us like we're 3 years old? I was like, because kids watch too. It's not just, it's just adults, you selfish butt. All right, let's get our, is that clean? I doubt it. Nope, not at all. So let's clean off this brush. And then we'll go back in and get our plaque mix, which we already have enough of, because we mixed up enough when we were creating all that mountain. And we've got to come in and throw our crashing spray down onto our canvas, right? So we get this bit of black, a plaque color, come up right underneath where our wave's starting to crash over, and we go up into it versus down into the eye, right? Don't want to go down into your eye, that shit hurts. So we'll come up here, over the side, we'll crish crash and smash and splish splash, and take a bath, baby. Over here, kaboom! What does the fox say? There's no way anybody would want to see that. Not one bit. What does the Josh say? Not one person would watch that video. I on my deathbed, I don't believe one person would want to see that. They would not understand why. You know what I mean? They wouldn't get it. Oh, there's a yellow heart in the portal. Oh, I kind of see it. I kind of see it. Yeah. Like the secret of the Josh. No, there's no, it just doesn't work. Ancient mystery. Dude, like if you really think, like if you really listen to that song and you get past the funniness of it, when they actually start singing, they're not that bad of singers. Like, they're pretty good. Still though, it's hilarious. Love that song. Okay, let's go wash off this plaque mix off of our brush. And we'll go back to all of our light color. Ancient mystery, somewhere deep in the woods. Like there was so many lyrics I would have to come up for that song. Like, somewhere painting the woods. I bet you guys don't even know the whole song. You guys only know like what the fox say part. You don't even, why am I even referencing something you guys don't even know? Bet that no one in here has ever heard the end of that song. Get. I would imagine. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. All right, sing it for us, Ari. Come on. I like the grandpa where he's like, that's my favorite. Like, boom, 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 boom. I have to show my face when I did it, which would be the worst part. Like all the it'd be bad. All right, let's get into our liquid white. Come over here into our titanium white. I would have bet you guys money that we did not have enough titanium white over here at the beginning of the show to last through to the end of the show. And it seems as though I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. And you guys probably would have been right. We're going to come in and tap just little baby bits, get a little bit bigger as we roll over the side. Just spatting all over everywhere. Now, once we get down here, guys, this is when you go crazy. Listen to the... It's like a rabbit. Just real fast, right? But, main point. We're smashing on all this white at a random bit, right? I don't care where it goes. Just as long as some of it gets up there and we don't cover all the what? Even though we just smashed on all that white paint, guys, what have we not covered up all of? Like the entire bit, right? What have we not covered? What have we left for us to see? Besides all the white that we just mushed, right? What's there in between all those bits? The little smooth operators, like Maddie says. She's becoming airy-fairy now and answering in... like Josh memes that I would know, like Josh references. Yes, smooth operator. That time it went in the garbage can, man. Fuck. Gross. Hang on. Get this out. Went into like the flick garbage can. Nasty. Guys, I never drop a brush during a live show. Never. Underpainting and details. So I've got a bunch of videos that are going to show how we put on underpainting, the undercolors and stuff. And then, I've got so many videos coming out that you guys don't even know. I loaded so many videos into YouTube today that it stopped me from doing it. I was like, you have reached the limit for daily uploads. I was like, there's such a thing? What? Let's come over here and grab up this bit of white. And we're almost done, guys. So let's start coming up with a name for old Mackie Poo's painting. And let's see what we can get up to. You come down and just kaboom! Boom! All over the place, right? Now again, we got to go back in for round number 2. We get a little bit of our white. We get a little bit of our titanium white, a little bit of our liquid white. That way it'll come off of our brush very simply and very easily with the smallest tap. And then we come in here and we literally try to get it almost everywhere. I want it 98.6% of everywhere. Lots of white, leaving little tiny spaces of darkness in between. 98.98%, okay? That's very accurate. To the 1,000th of percent, okay? Very accurate. Now, we've come back, we've done it twice. We're gonna go back, gonna grab our 1-inch brush again, looking just like this. Gonna come back over to our wave, and just with the smallest flicks, missing some stuff. I don't wanna hit every piece of every schmeckle and all the stuffy poos. We don't wanna touch everything. Oh my God, that looks fantastic. What does the Josh say? Fantastic! All right. Yeah, baby. Boo-boo! Wow! All right, let's get over here. Grab up our liquid white on the end of a schmall. And I say schmall, I mean schmall little fan brush. We're gonna come down here, drop it onto the edge. Now we get to go spritz and do the, one of the most favoritist of all the Joshisms. The at least that's Mac's favorite. Or so I've heard, I guess. We're going to come back over here, we're going to do it all over again, just until it is as thick and as crazy as we want it to be. Boo, 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 boom. All over, just literally fucking everywhere. It's gone, man. It's game over, man. Game over. It's everywhere, man. Pick up everything one more time. Oh yeah, out here in the sand. Throw a couple little flicky poos. Kaboom! Up into our sky. Boom, 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 boom. That looks awesome. All right. Wicked, wicked, wicked neat. Got a little bristle off. Hiya! Right there. Hiya! That's how we do it. All right, now, those guys should all be dry. Oh, you mother... Right here, over there. This guy to clean up. And perfect. Wasn't even enough. All right. Alright, guys. So, start coming up with a name for old Mackie Poo. Wasn't the beginning name A Window to the Future or something like that? Something or other. My old friend Mackie Poo. You guys know that Mac is one of the few people who's actually ever met the real Paint with Josh. I usually send out my robot most times, but I went out this one time and met Mac. I have a cyborg AI Paint with Josh that goes out and interacts with the fans. That way I can sit on my couch and just watch TV. So yeah, if Mac ever tells you that he met me, he met my cyborg. It's fine. He met the old Borg. Old Psy, I like to call him. My cyborg Psy. There we go. Just like that. Mac, you better have an answer for me, my friend. By the time I get done cleaning this thing up, we're going to be all ready to go ski. Zipperoo. Zipperoo. Alright. Excellent. Oh, that's a chunky area. Oh, there we go. Trying to clean off the palette and you get bits that don't want to come off. Oh my god, are you serious? Get off of there. Okay. This guy. And that guy. Now, guys, you guys, I hope you've got a name, because it would be a shame if you didn't have a name. Oh my god. Okay, right there. Oh! Alright, guys. I know you're gonna put the birds on. Don't even tell me. I can feel it in the comments. I can literally feel it. I can feel you guys saying it. So we're gonna add them right now. Zippity-doo-dah, caca-biddy-yay. My, oh my, what a caca-day. Alright, let's go. I think I'm literally losing my marbles. They have rolled away. I have since lost them for all time, hither and henceforth. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Could it have been all of the painteth fumes that he dotheth breatheth in? No one'th knowseth, if that'th be the caseth. Literally lost my shit. Okay. Ah, my brush! Well, Bram's brush, but you know what I mean. Alright. Give me a name, because I'm about ready to lose my mind. What does the portal say? Boom! Let's go. You guys are freaking mental. All of yous. You're all mentals in the skulls. There we go. Sweet. I only have one more. How are you watching this show? My noggin. Same, it goes. We jiggle it around inside. Doesn't really work. My hair's not as long anymore. It used to flap more wildly. Let's see. What did I say? Can't wait to paint with me, bro. Daniel, me either, dude. You and your friend are coming not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 9th. I'm pretty sure, right? Pretty sure. It's going to be awesome. We're going to set up literally right in here where I always am on screen. You'll see it. You'll recognize it instantly when you come in. And a portal into my heart. Oh, Mackie. Oh, that's such a good one. All right, let's get out here. Grab this thing up. Oh, God. Flip it around. Yeah, Daniel and one of his friends. I think her name was Rachel or something. I don't want to, I mean, you know. Daniel and his friend are going to come take a class. And we're going to do a Aurora mountain scene with some foresty trees. Rachel, what'd I say? Didn't I say Rachel? What'd I say? Rebecca? What did I say? Does anybody remember? Can you tell me what I said? Because now I forget. I did say Rachel? So I guessed it. I was right. Okay, cool. Rachel and Daniel are coming to take a class from your old boy, Paint with Josh. Is this number 17? I think it's 17. 13. Mac, you got to correct me. Is it 13, 17? Okay, I did say Rachel. Okay, perfect. Mac, 13, 17. Am I right? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ari. 4716. I got that way wrong. I'm sorry. Is it 13? God damn it. It's 1317. That's what we're going with. 1317. A portal, and the title went away. Right as I right as I was ready to do it, it went away. Thank you guys. 13, 17, copy. We could turn it into a 2. Just like put a little at the bottom of that little thing. A portal onto my balls. I don't know why, Mac, but you got the craziest titles. Let's see. A portal onto my, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, balls. That's what he said. All right, over here. I spelled it correctly, guys. All right, let's go. Paint it on 5/30 of 2025, and then we're all going to go to PaintWithJosh.etsy.com because 2025 is our year, man. Yeah, let's do it this year, guys. Everybody's going to have a great time 2025 this year. It's fantastic. Fantastic. New here. What's okay? So we numbered the painting, or we titled the painting by number, right? So if you can see, painting 1317 means I've done 1,317 paintings since I started painting, and tomorrow will be 1,318 and 19 because we usually do 2 shows. So 2 shows a day, 5 days a week. 5 years painting and 1,317 paintings under my belt. Under my old belt. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. A lot of them are up on YouTube too. I've got 1,800 videos, including shorts, long videos, mid-length videos, all sorts of stuff. And then I've got all kind of paid content if you want to pay for my YouTube channel. It's like $7.99 a month. And access more than 300 new videos that you've probably never seen. All the old TikTok shows that you missed are all over there on YouTube, man. Whew. Excellent, you guys. Why is the thing so cockeyed? What's going on here? I need a new tripod mount holder thingy. There we go. It's like... So, guys, this one, yeah, it's a bit crooked. It's because my phone, inside of the holder thing, it's not as new as it used to be. I should probably get a new one. Probably really should get a new one. What am I doing? It's like my livelihood. Probably should get a new one. Let's see. The name puts a whole new perspective onto this painting. Thank you, astronaut. Not. I don't know why I did that. Let's see. New tripod mount hold thingy. That's exactly what I'm typing into Amazon as soon as I get... I actually have a couple over in my Amazon affiliate store, which if you ever want to go check out is amazon.com/shop/paintwithjosh. And you'll be able to see all the stuff I've got over there. It's all the stuff that I either use or wish I had to be able to use. Man, I like this one, dude. The Golden Beach. The crashing wave is like the perfect shape. And that shadow underneath. I can hear it, man. Jeez. You guys are funny. You guys are funny, man. You're funny. Who's crooked now? My phone screen? Like, who knows? Maybe it's the floor. That's why we're constantly wobbling. But no, it's been an awesome show, guys. I can't wait to come back and do it again tomorrow for you. I am going to go have a lonely night ahead and work on videos, edit some stuff. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So, I will not be in Discord. Maybe later. But I got to get some more work done, honestly. I get the work done. It's never-ending work. Like, work! Can't do it. It just doesn't work. Wish it could just be done like that. But, you know. I don't hate you guys. I just gotta... If I'm in Discord, I never do any work. And then I wonder why, when I actually do sit down to edit videos, it takes 8 hours because I have so many to go through. You know what I mean? So I have to 3 a.m. putt-putt. I'm down. Tyler Bradford. Okay, I'll jump in there at midnight. You get in there at 3 a.m. your time. We'll somehow be in there at the same time, which is just the weirdest thing ever. Time zones, man. And then And then we'll play some 3 a.m. mini golf. It's fine. We missed you the last couple nights, Tyler, by the way. What are you, like, studying for a test or something? He calls us old all the time, so I'm going to start acting like he's in high school. Studying for homeroom, Tyler, because you didn't want to come play golf with us last night, bro. So, Carrie, you know the rules. Mac did not purchase during the live show. I mean, I have to be a stickler sometimes, don't I? Don't I? Don't I gotta be? Sorry for my absence. Don't I gotta be? Wasn't there just 2 days? Well, it was the last 2 nights in a row he hasn't been, I don't think. So, in any case. But of course, I'll grab this spinny winny wheel for Mac. Of course. He knows he's going to get it during the show anyway. Ugh. All right, let's see. I'll get a note from my mom. That's funny. All right, MacDonald. Had a farm. Here we go. Are you going to keep the spin? Thank you, guys. Love. Oh. Are you going to keep the spin, Mac? Mac is a top customer. That's 100% true right there. And a friend. Not even that. I have Carlos. A heart on my sleeve. That's where I wear mine, buddy. You guess? You guess you're going to keep it? You got to keep it, right? What do we want it to land on? That's the thing. Max had so many. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Sonette. What's happening? Mama Bear. We're about to do a spin because Mac bought this painting right before the live show. And our rule is if you buy it during the live show, or at least within a few minutes of the live show, you get the spinny winny wheel. So I think he's going to keep it. I'm pretty sure, but we're going to find out right now. Let's see what he's going to get anyway. And then maybe he'll decide to keep it or not. Oh, he gifted it to Todd, and Todd, you lose. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. Hang on. We'll give you another spinaroo. One more time for the drum roll. Ooh, get the mug down. I got to write this down now, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. Are there 30 days? No, there's 31 days. There's 31 days in May, so we're getting short on our list over here, guys. All right, Mac gave it to Toddles. And what was it again? The mug. Get a mug for your ugly mug. Hey! All right, guys. Fantastic. All right, maybe I could hang out in the Discord for a little bit. Like, just a second. But then I gotta work. I gotta do some work, right? How am I gonna... You got mugged. Tyler. Todd. I got too many fans. Too many fans, man. Mac is a gem, isn't he? Cosmic must have Wi-Fi wherever she is. She's like, comments. Comment. Quick. On the spot. You got mugged. 5 hours later. Yeah. Man, this one came out. I can't stop looking at it, Mac. You really got a good one. She really got a good one. Oh, she said she wasn't going to be able to watch the show later, so she was going to be out doing stuff, so we must have good service where we are. Oh, man. Fabulous. You guys. Mac, I really like the title. I really like the mountain in this one, dude. Like that flat little glacial thing. I'm gonna have to start doing more of those and then like building off of that, dropping down into a whole new little section or a slope or something. Fabulous. Oh, you gotta have a light party. Max Daniel. Hang on, let me get into my DJ voice, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're here in Eugene, Washington, streaming the oldies and the goldies, baby. Now here's Blue Moon. Bob of... Fuck if I don't love that song. All right, we're gonna do a light party in about. Let me back that up. If you're sensitive to light photo flashiness, I'm gonna flash a bunch of lights in here for about 10 seconds. In what did I say? Did I say something else besides Oregon? In about 5 seconds, and it only lasts about 10. I'll tell you when you can look back at your phone. So about 3, 2, 1. Light party! Look at that thing. Freaking rad. I love the light party. It's so much fun. Bob to the bob, dang to dang dang, and dang to dong dang blue bird. Bob ba bob ba bob ba bob bob ba bob dang to dang dang. Dude, I was almost wanting to do it with paint. Like paint. You can make it work. Paint with Josh. Let's paint with Josh. Doop de doop de doop. Let's all paint with Josh. Doop de doop. It would work. I can get it, dude. I love the freaking mountain. Like, fucking guys. Why do I have emojis? It's crazy. But yeah, we could come up with some. I could do Blue Moon. We just have to call it like something else. I don't know what we'd have to call it. Do. No, you guys. No, that's funny. That is funny. I'm blue. There's too much green in this one for that. So, where's your JK? Right there. I don't even need to look. I already know I signed this guy. See? Right there in the corner. Down in the corner. In the corner over here. There we go. I need a new phone squeezer thing for my tripod. That needs to be on the list, like pronto. Pronto. Phthalo Blue Moon. You got close. PHTH. Phthalo. It's weird. Don't ask. Phthalo. It doesn't. It's a weird word. No, don't worry, Janie. Thank you for reminding me, because sometimes I totally forget, and then I'll go take a picture of it, and I'll go, shit. I have to go back over here, put it up on the easel again, do the initials, then go back over there, take a picture of it again. So, yeah, phthalo. It's a very weird word. Very weird. Emotional damage. Maybe don't Google tripod squeezer thing. No, sounds wrong. Tripod. Squeeze it. Squeezer. You squeezer. Phthalo. That's how it is right there. No, the bit that holds your phone bit. I almost want to get one of those. You guys have probably seen them on TikTok where it's like a gimbal. You just like set it down, and then if I moved, it would like follow me. You know what I mean? If I came off of the camera, it would turn and then look over at me. I don't know that I want it to do that, but I don't know that I want that. But it is, I want to get one off TikTok Shop. They got to be cheap because they're on TikTok Shop, and they look so fucking cool. You can like run with it, and it will just be perfectly straight. You could turn it from like horizontal to side. You could go like this with it, and the phone would just be just exactly like you are, but I could be turning and rotating this thing, and it's crazy. Sorry, what was that pinned comment? Why are you guys like pinning shit? Oh, does Mac get his birds in the portal? So Mac, normally any other person would, but Mac has like 1,500 children, and so we don't put his birds in the portal. That's from long time. It's been like that since his very first one. Yeah, he's like, we don't do birds. It'd be 10 plus. It's lots of kids. Yeah, I'm one of them too. Put me. I'm there. Jesus, Harley. Did anyone else's dog ever do that? Just like, I send a text to my daughter all the time. I'll be like, literally no one. Like no one in the world. Literally no one. And then our little dog Harley just, just like, and you're like, what is happening to you, child? His kids are the start. That's a good plan right there. I don't know why she does it. Like, she's just over there laying on her bed. You're like, huh. Stupid. So, what the hell? I know. It's crazy. But, yeah, she acts like she's choking to death. Or trying to hawk one up. That's gross. All right. Let's get out of here, guys. I love you all. It's been a fantastic evening. Excellent way to either end the month or start the month, however you look at it. It's kind of a start of the month for me. We've already had 4 weeks in May, right? This is the fifth, for me anyway. My week starts a little bit later, so a little weird. I'm on my own schedule, and yeah. So you guys are fabulous, fabutastic. While I'm doing this, it just feels so good to yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. Yeah. Bye-bye. See ya. I'm out. Good night. Bye, everybody. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. See you later. I'm out. Bye-bye. And good night. I got to stay on this side of the camera because that's where I have to push the button over here. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you. Smell you later. I ain't smelling nothing. I have no body odor. Do you guys know that? Like 1 of 3% of people in the world without the gene in my DNA that produces body odor. I'm like a superhuman. I'm the human of the future. Did you know that? Literally, not even kidding. Who wants to make babies? Let's populate the world with little smellyless or smell-free children. Yeah, smell-free. No, that's not even right. Odorless. There we go. Little odorless kids running around. I say that, and I produced a child who is she didn't catch that gene from me. she actually caught the gene. She didn't. I missed it. She caught the sucker. Whoo! But in any case, love you guys, and wish I had that gene as a letter carrier. My goodness, that's a lot of whacking. A lot of whacking. Yeah. Odorless mineral spirits. That's what I bathed in. No, it's a joke. Totally a joke. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not. You guys saw me when I had to stick my hand. Oh my God, I made that video. Were you guys watching when I had to fish that little brush tip out of the jar, right? And I found that video as I was editing videos today and turned it into a little TikTok. And I'm like, it's just foul. It's just gross. So if you don't like dry heaves, don't watch that video. Because I was like, it was bad. It was bad. So glad you guys remember, and glad you're excited about it coming out. So yeah, you guys have been fantastic. I'm gonna go smoke and then call it a night. Honestly, tired, and I have no Dr. Pepper, bro. Ugh. Just got crappy Sprite here. Nobody wants Sprite. If I were to have a house guest, then they'd be like, "Oh, can I have a Dr. Pepper? Because I know you always have Dr. Pepper." I'd be like, "I just have Sprite. I'm sorry." Oh, it burns so bad. Okay. All right. I love you guys. You guys have been awesome. That one made my eyes water. Ooh, it's just Sprite, too. It's crazy. So, congratulations on Mac's masterpiece, his masterwork. You guys have been awesome. I love you all. It's been fantastic. Let's meet right back here tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And my son loves it, but drinks all my drinks first. Maxterpiece. Maxter. Sounds like Napster. What are we doing? What time Central? So if it's 5 o'clock Pacific, that'd be 6 o'clock Mountain, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock East, right? So, and then we usually come back for a second show about 2 hours later, roughly, maybe 2.5 hours later. So that would be about 7 to 7:30 Pacific, which would be about 8 or 9 or 10 if you're on the East Coast. So hope you guys can find me on the next live. It's going to be a lot of fun. And oh yeah, it was awesome. And all my Metallica from Napster. It was great. But I love you guys. It's been a good show, a fantastic Thursday. I hope you have a great Friday. tomorrow at work. I really hope you do. And until I see you guys again next time, take care. Have the rest of a good day and bye. Bye.